Hello, my friends. It's Petra from Petra's Cauldron. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that. So, guess what day it is today? It's Friday, which means leisure day, which means easy going, no stress, no none of that, none of it. So, we are playing today with oil and with butter and with garlic. And I'm going to show you how I make my herb garlic butter spread, which you can not only use on just steaks. No, there's so many other things you can use it on. And I'm also going to show you how I do my dip, my Italian olive oil dip with garlic and herbs. So let's get to it and I show you how that works, okay? So my friends, what are we using? We are using one of those if you have that. If you don't, then you get busy with your knife and I'll show you how that works. You need olive oil, and I use extra virgin cold pressed olive oil all the time. You need dried basil, dried thyme, dried oregano. If you don't have herbs de Provence. So if you don't have that, then you can mix it yourself with that, and you take a half teaspoon of each to make that texture, okay? So, but we're going to use this one here too. You need pepper, you need salt, and you need garlic. Lots of garlic, beautiful. Now, then you need your friend butter, lots of it, and I use Kerrygold butter. We are using rosemary from my backyard and Thai basil from my backyard, and also green onions from my backyard. You need some vessels where you're going to put in your mixtures, okay? You need a scraper, you need a tiny fork, and a spoon and all that good stuff, and a bread. So I bake this bread, and you want to cut it like so, because you are going to make something. It's called Zupfbrot. Oh, I forgot my cheese. And you need your trusty Gouda cheese. Of course, you can take any other cheese what you have, but it has to be easy in melting. So that is what you need. So let's get busy and I'll show you what we are doing. So for slow motion again. Olive oil, basil, thyme, oregano, pepper and salt. If you do not have of the Provence, you need a bread, and you can buy it from a store, or you bake it and you slice it like so. You need your garlic, you need your butter, your rosemary, your thyme, your green onions, and you need some vessels where you're going to make your beautiful stuff in it. Okay, so let's get busy. So my friends, the first thing we are going to do is an herbal garlic butter. And you can use that on all kinds of different things. So what I'm using is one of my vessels, and look, yeah, these are my dishes. I bought them in Halloween like 10 years ago or so. Yeah, and they have been used quite a lot. You can see that. So now first thing what you're going to do is you put your butter in it. And the butter has to be very soft. Try to make it room temp for maybe 2 days or so, because you want to have it very, very soft, and you put all that stuff in it. Doesn't have to be Kerrygold, but that's just what we prefer. Kerrygold or True Love or something, it has to, for us it has to be organic, grass-fed if we can have it. And as you guys know me good enough, I buy everything on sale. So yeah, that is the easiest part. So you got to put that into your vessel. That is the first thing you're going to do. And I'm not wasting anything. You guys know me better. I put everything into here. So, perfect. So I hope you're all doing good, because I'm doing great. Fantastic. So now you're going to put that aside, and you will be using your onions. So you take your onions. And what I like to do is, in order, to get the most aroma out of it, is I smash it like so. So now the oil gets out, and then you start cutting it. Remember, people, thumb in the back. And always use your index finger as your guide, okay? So, like so. Of course, now the question is, can I use a garlic press? Yeah, you can use a garlic press. You can use whatever you like best. So, but I like chopping my garlic so, and you can see that. So, and then we like garlic. I mean, you know that. Greg loves it. I love it. Perfect. So now what can you do with the garlic butter? The garlic herbal butter. You can use it on potatoes, on fresh baked potatoes. You can use it on steaks, on shrimps. You can use it as a spread on your bread. You can use it on crackers. Whatever makes you feel happy, you can use it on it. So chop it. I like to chop it like so, just roughly. Not very finely minced, but that is okay. Like so. That is all I'm going to use for that. So if you use fresh ingredients, you have to make sure they're coming into the refrigerator right away. And now we're going to dump it in here. All right. So since it's a garlic herbal butter, now I'm opening up. I could open up that and I take 2 teaspoons out of this, or 1 big huge tablespoon. But I am going to show you how to make it from scratch for the people who don't have that. Use your dried basil. If you have dried basil, dried stuff, stay with it. But you can also use it like so. So now I'm going to put in a teaspoon. Boy, that smells so good. Absolutely delicious. You want to use some thyme. Also a teaspoonful. So you don't have to be 100% correct, you know, but if you like more of it, use more of it. No big deal. And then you also use your oregano. Also a teaspoon. This butter is going to be so extra delicious. And you will also be using a teaspoon of pepper. I use the black pepper. And I use a teaspoon of salt. But since my butter is already salted, I do only half of it and I go as I taste, right? So you have to make sure if your butter is salted, be careful with the salt. You know me. I always tell you. So now you're going to start mixing it very nicely. Make sure everything is being mixed nicely. Then from here, you can transfer it into a container with a lid and keep it in the refrigerator. Now this is extra delicious, and I'll show you later on something else what you can do with this beautifulness. Hang on, so now what you're going to do is you take a piece of your bread, this one here, and you have a taste test. That way you know exactly if you like it or if you need more salt or whatnot. So this is what it looks like. See here? Beautiful colors. People, I need a little more salt. Little bit more salt. Perfect. I know I shouldn't be talking with a mouthful. Greg is always on my ass with that. That's okay. So that's number 1. Now I show you what you can do with this beautifulness. So you set this aside. You take your bread and you slice it so, and so. And then this way again. That way you create cubes. Like so. See? So then you open up your cheese. Hang on. I got fat on my fingers. It's hard to open it up. Now you take out your Gouda cheese. So any cheese you like. I put it in half because my bread is not that big, right? And then I break it again in like 1 inch by 2 inch. So what you're doing is you start on the outer skirt and you push in the cheese. Now this is called in Germany a Zupfbrot. That is very well known, you know, on parties. It's a party bread. Everybody loves that kind of stuff. So you put that all in here, all the way through. And you can put in as much cheese as you want to. You see here, this is what I'm doing. So put that all in here. Then you spread over, you get the idea. Then you spread over into here your butter. You get the butter in here. And here too, in between. So, see what I mean? This is going to be so delicious, people. So, can you use all fresh herbs? Sure you can. It's all up to you. And your preferences, right? So, that's going to be a nice Zupfbrot. So, then you have that all in. And then you spread the rest of it on top of it. Now, you can take that bread, when it's all filled up, you put it into your oven and you put it on about 350 for about 15 minutes. Everything starts melting in here. Now, if you like, you can add peppers in it. You know, you can have peppers smally cut in it. You can have the fresh stuff in it. So whatever you want. So, but that's basically it. Just like so, put it in the oven on 350 for about 10-15 minutes till it's golden brown and it comes out nice and juicy. Now, I recommend to have some foil underneath of it, because the butter, when it starts melting, it maybe runs out. Then you're going to have a big mess in your oven. You don't want to have that, okay? So that is called the Zupfbrot for parties. So when you have a football game or a movie night, this is absolutely awesome. Now we go to the second dish. Now with the second dish, you're going to use your garlic. You crush it again. Then you can start slicing it carefully. And you make it rough slices, you know, like coras. I think it's called coras. Yeah, that's already flat. So, yeah, I haven't done a video in a week or a little over that. I was fighting with this Sahara dust stuff, you know, what came here into Florida, you know, and when you have asthma like I have, you get breathing problems. The allergies are kicking in on high gear, so I wasn't feeling it. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to bother anybody. But that shit's not funny. And I thought, you know, I'm going to do this way. So I hope I can kick out every Friday now a video. That would be fantastic. We will see. I like to say thank you all the time, you know, for stopping in. Please like and subscribe my videos. It helps me immense to go up in the higher ranks. So now, I'm not going to use this one here. You use a plate or a bowl, and then you're going to put in all your garlic, all right? So like so, all of it. Yeah, like and subscribe to my channel. That would be fantastic. I would like that. Share the videos. Other people, they like to learn, and maybe, you know, they're young, you know, the Gen Z or whatever it's been called. You know, they're still young. They need to learn from the olders. And if we have good recipes like this, pass it on. That way, you know, they can make it and recreate it. I also like to say thank you for all the wonderful comments I have received, especially for our Jäger Schnitzel with the chicken. It was fantastic. Rob, thank you so much that you made it, and that your grandkids loved it. Yeah, try the Zigeuner Schnitzel too, okay? So thank you for your comment. Thank you. And also SB, I'm sorry, I don't know your real name, but that is okay. I just call you SB. And there are so many others, and Heather, and Andre, and Yvonne, and Janet. I like to say thank you for being my true subscribers. So now, so you have that. The Thai basil is in here, the rosemary is in here, and the green stuff here is going to come in a minute. So first of all, we're going to mince this, all like so. All like so. It's so easy. If you don't have any basil growing on your backyard, it doesn't need to be Thai basil, which is also being called the holy basil. It comes from Thailand. It can take up high temperatures and high humidity like we have here in Florida. Use any basil you have, you know, so you don't have to be particular in it. That is all good and dandy. So now this is all nice and sharp. Finally, put it to your garlic, right? So then you're going to take your green onions and you chop them down like so, because that brings it a nice little kick to it. It's going to be fantastic. And of course, you can use as much as you want to. You know, you don't have to go necessarily by my measurements. But if you don't like them, leave them out. If you like more of the other stuff, put more in it. So put that in here. So simple. So what is this been used for? Now, if you have a beautiful Italian night with your spaghettis and bolognese, or with shrimps or scampis, you can have a little bowl like that and serve it with some nice bread to dip in, which you have baked from my channel, because I showed you how to bake a bread, right? So now we will be adding a half teaspoon of salt. Then we will be adding a half teaspoon to a teaspoon of pepper. Depends how much pepper you like. I like pepper, and so I put in a little bit more. And then you use your olive oil. And you just put on probably a half cup to a cup. I think that's about right. that's what you're doing, and then you take a vessel to mix it up. So now you have your dipping stuff. Now you can use this, dipping it onto breads. You can have it with scampis. This is so delicious. If you use your scampis, you can use that on top of it. You're gonna love it. Perfect. So that's basically it. And then you do a taste test. I know this tastes great. I'm gonna break off some of that bread here and dip it in. And look. Oh, people. This is absolutely delicious. You are so gonna love it. Lecker. Lecker, lecker, lecker. So, now that is basically it. That's very simple. I can hear you asking, why didn't you use the machine? No, because I wanted to show you how fast it's been cut, and you can do it yourself. So you don't have to have a machine if you don't have one. I could have done that. That is a lazy way. It takes me about 2 seconds to get all that chopped in no time. But I wanted to show you how fast it is, even with that. So now take a last look at your beautifulness, what you just have created. Now, the first thing we have made is the garlic herbal butter. And I garnished it with some chili peppers. So this could go on the table just like that for your baked potatoes, for your steaks, for your shrimps, for your whatever. Here we have the Zupfbrot, the party bread. And this is the corners what I stole to taste my beautiful creations. And here you got the Italian or Greek olive oil dip, which you can use to any party. It's always welcome, so you're gonna love it. So I want you to make it. Please leave me a note in my subscriptions, comments. Comments. Leave it in, and I wish you all a fantastic weekend. Tell me how you tasted it and how you liked it, and then we talk later. Okay? So, see you later, alligator. Thank you for stopping by. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos, and leave a comment down below. And watch the video all the way to the end, okay? See you later. Tschüss.